The Way Back was the movie that didn't get to show very long in movie theaters because of the coronavirus hitting and everything. So, The Way Back came out on Blu-ray a few months ago, and I've been waiting to get my copy from the local library, which I did. So here we go. This is The Way Back, starring Ben Affleck as Jack Cunningham, who was a big high school phenomenon, big star, but he walked away from the game, and he got back, and he got into drinking, but he gets offered a nice little job to be the high school basketball coach at his alma mater. And it's also him just trying to stick to his trying to stop drinking, but also trying to coach this team the best that he can. And this is his one last shot at redemption. This movie is okay. It is an okay movie. I'm not saying it's one of my favorites of the year. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, but not one I'm ever going to watch again. The Way Back is one where I believe that it's a one-time watch, because once I watch a movie like this, I don't feel like I am going to have the same emotions as the first time I watched it. And with a movie like this, it's hard for me to really get attached, because I have alcoholics in my family, and we're not going to get into that. But The Way Back, at its heart, is a basketball movie. It's a basketball movie, and it is a movie about a man who is an alcoholic and trying to stop. But it is also his urges and everything. And this was also a film that I think helped Ben Affleck, because he was a heavy drinker, a big alcoholic, and thank God he's off the stuff. Good for him. Good for him. Good job, Ben Affleck. Thank you for coming back for one more Little John as Batman in the Flash movie. The problem that I have with this movie, I believe it's too slow. I believe it is way too slow. And being a big basketball fan, I was expecting to really enjoy this movie. And yeah, basketball is a portion of this movie. And I think what really bogged this film down for me was the different side plots. Because there's a side plot with this kid and his home life, and I almost said Ben. Jack's alcoholism and him trying to stop it, and it ruined his marriage. So there's all these plots, which is a good thing. But when I'm not interested in each of the plots, that's kind of where you lose me. This movie has been described as amazing, basically because of the performance of Ben Affleck. And yeah, his performance is fantastic. Just like Elizabeth Moss's performance in The Invisible Man was fantastic. But a good performance does not save a movie. A good performance is a good performance, and that helps add to my score/grade of the movie. But it's one where I think the script could have used some fine-tuning, and I think you could have done a lot more with the basketball team. And I didn't really care for the ending. Yeah, it's a slow movie, but I think that it just abruptly ends. And you don't really get to see what happens with Jack, which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because you want to know more about him, and I think you could have done a lot more with it. Cutting out some of the unnecessary scenes, but also adding in some more story. So adding to his alcoholism and him trying to resolve that, trying to find his way back to love, and getting rid of some of the other scenes that did not need to be in here. I thought this movie could have been the same length, maybe just a little bit longer, with a few different story beats and just a few different script changes. But that is just me, and this is my humble opinion and my review. The Way Back is a fine movie. Ben Affleck does do a great job, and some aspects of the script were really, really well done. It's a good movie, but it's not a great movie, and I think that I got my hopes a little bit too high, because this is on some of my, I want to call them friends, people in the movie space. There we go. People in the movie space. Their top movies of the year. Like in their top 5 or their top 10. But for me, it's right there in the middle. It is better than The Invisible Man. I had sorry. I did have a better time with The Invisible Man, but I do have to say that this movie is an emotional watch, and if you struggle with alcohol addiction, this might help you, because it definitely helped Ben Affleck really see it and really help him with that problem. So there's my review of The Way Back. I'm going to give The Way Back a B-. I think it's a good movie, but it's not a great movie. And I don't think it's one that I am ever going to watch again, but I'm definitely glad that I got the chance to see The Way Back. And I'm hoping that Ben Affleck delivers great performances just like that one. So stay tuned, guys, very, very soon, because I'm going to be having reviews for all of those. We got all of those probably here. Let's just take a look at this stack here. We got a stack of stuff that tall to watch and review. I have no clue if I'm going to get to all of them, but we are also going to have a Lifetime movie review this weekend and a bunch more stuff, so I will see you guys next time.